offlane and Axe jungle, so over time they're just gonna have a higher gold income. And Fnatic have two of the most defensive supports you can ask for. Maybe ET can do a little bit of jungle invading, SD can roam a bit early, but when it gets later, when they hit their sixes, that they're not really that useful compared to like a Lion or like an Earth Spirit, something like that. So OG kind of have a lineup where they could be punished by a more aggressive draft, but with their heroes being picked as late as they are, I think they're kind of confident with what they've got.
Secret was in the TI qualifiers. They were the ones who pretty much were doing Darkseer Axe more than anyone. They were running it almost every single game on Puppey and
they do that.
Boba.
They do that against tri-lanes too.
Yeah,
they were doing that against tri-lanes.
So I think DC ran this earlier, and it was kind of it was okay. They stopped the Terrorblade from farming, but it wasn't like super convincing or anything.
Yeah, they had a Windrunner against the Deucer, and actually I don't think that's a particularly good matchup.
Yeah.
And he kind of suffered because Windrunner doesn't fare well versus the Snake.
Yeah, we came out of the lane with a slight advantage, but he had Precision Aura on his side, so in general, and Mushi was just generally more influential across the map in the early game.
I think my understanding of how
they take the Tinker.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Sorry,
I like that pickup.
Yeah. My understanding of how the Darkseer Axe worked by Secret is you get like Battle Hunger level 1, and then get Ion Shell and just run at them. So I guess here, if you have Shadow Demon, it's kind of weak. If you disrupt him, he's not actually gonna have Helix, so it might be a little bit stronger. But then again, they have this 3-hero Luna tri-lane, so it'd be interesting to see if they're actually gonna go for an aggressive dual lane, or if they're just both going to jungle.
It was literally like either they did the super aggressive duel with the Battle Hunger, or Puppey just did like, you know, standard greedy Axe.
Oh no, what he did
then he
also,
made his
they did
move.
defensive tri-lanes, and Puppey would just pull with the other support, and they would just sit in front of the enemy offlaner, and Puppey would just be happy being level 3 at 5 minutes, because he would just go catch up.
So it looks like this game, if Void looks like he's offlaning.
Yeah.
So Dazzle, Juggernaut probably have some trouble against the Void, so...
They need another... They need like
they
another
need
carry.
another stun.
Yeah, Void needs to play greedy in this game though, I think.
Zeus. Interesting. The new buff Zeus, 0.2 second lightning bolt stun.
Basically a Sven stun.
Finding the Tinker, you know, it's just it's good versus that. It helps with the deep push, which they were kind of lacking a bit.
It's also really good with Axe because you have the ulti from anywhere on the map. He has a lot of burst damage to kill one hero. It's really good against the counter push. I think he'll probably kill the SD illusions very quickly. Not too sure. I haven't really seen that matchup, but
Luna's also fairly low HP, so Zeus is, you could say, like relatively good, but people go build like Dragonlance and everything on Luna when he's picked, which is very rare.
I feel like OG maybe have a bit of a lack of a contingency plan though, and for that reason I feel like they're gonna go really greedy with the Axe and the Darkseer for that matter. If they don't have a good start, if that plan fails in the early game, I mean they're not really gonna be able to take it late against a Mushi Tinker and a mid one Tinker and Mushi Luna.
The other option is Fnatic could also aggressive tri-lane with those 3 heroes. Those Luna lanes, Luna SD, you just do a lot of right-click damage, and if Axe is jungling, if Darkseer is jungling, and they don't kind of spot this out at the very beginning, Fnatic could get free farm on Void, maybe get a level 2 advantage, and kind of win their lanes that way. So that's probably something that OG have to think about and really not consider, because if Void gets that extra few levels, it might make that 1v1 really hard.
And to Stan King's point, I mean, they're not really worried about losing farm on mid one in the mid lane. He's up against the Zeus. Zeus is not going to be able to deny creeps from you at the very least. So Tinker should have a good time in that respect and shouldn't be all that worried about rotations in.
I want to see how OG decides, do they want to protect their jungle here completely, or what? Because Fnatic's move here is definitely to walk in there and at least put a little
bit for the 5-man smoke.
Yeah,
is that Miracle?
These guys buy their items so quickly.
Yeah.
They're all out of base.
This is definitely the right play there, though. They reckon, you know, of course, OG, they have 2 heroes that can just go to the jungle and...
That might be addictive of them playing more aggressive because they want to smoke into their jungle, get up wards, maybe play aggro tri-lane, stuff like that.
I think aggro tri-lane here would be a mistake. I honestly do.
Oh,
and protect it.
Miracle.
Miracle spots it out. They get the ward on the high ground, but the SD's just not in position for it. He does have boots, though. He's gonna be able to get the stomp.
Yeah, beam into stomp, right?
He doesn't have beam.
They
went
don't
for
have
the Lunar Blessing for...
I think he's dead. There's no way he lives.
He dies here.
No, poor Miracle.
So that's big. That's a first blood for the Tinker.
In already a lane where he would at least fare well, if not.
Yeah, they get their wards down as well. So one for vision and information, second one to block out the camp. That one should get dewarded though.
Yeah.
No, they blocked 2
They
camps.
blocked 2. Oh, okay, nice. Really nice
Pretty
from
big
Fnatic.
commitment.
It's just likely going to force Moon to perhaps linger in lane a little bit longer than he would have wanted to.
So who do you guys like better? I actually personally like Fnatic's
Yeah,
draft
I
better
agree.
this game.
I agree.
Think they still got to be really careful because Zeus and Axe are going to cause massive problems if they get a good start.
If they get farmed, they definitely have the inclination to snowball.
Oh,
for
Moon?
sure.
No, Moon
this
does
time.
not click fast enough.
But I do like
Double
Fnatic.
bounty rune.
So this
Ooh.
game, I think for OG, will be pretty much all on how much Crit gets because he is their only disable right now. So
Yeah.
And they have no other way to take advantage of the vacuum other than
yeah.
the
So
Axe.
this
Nope,
game,
it's got the pull. And they can't stop him.
no stuns. He just runs
Yep.
away. He's got
He's doing the
battle
battle
hunger.
hunger.
Crit's had enough.
So I don't know what that means.
Is
for
that
him.
worth skilling the battle hunger?
I think with this lane, if he doesn't get battle hunger, the Void's just gonna free farm.
The Void's...
So he's doing his best to zone him, but I personally think you just talent jungle.
Alright, Moon's probably.
They didn't get the block, but it doesn't matter
He
too
doesn't
much, I
have
think.
surge yet.
Yeah, he's gonna be fine, I think.
No level 2 on Luna. Oh,
Yeah.
DJ?
Yeah, they didn't do the block. Basically, you can disrupt someone, and then if you
surround them.
all alt-click around into the very center of the disruption, you will block him like 90% of the time.
Especially if he's next to a cliff of any means.
Or they have 3 heroes as well, so if they all
Yeah.
go from different directions, it's almost guaranteed.
Mhm.
But they didn't quite do that, so... They lose that a bit. I don't think a kill matters too much. It only really hinders Moon. It will like delay a level, I think.
I think he used this south there. I couldn't really tell, but
Oh, well. No, he's just tangled up.
He didn't bring out a salve.
bring
He
out
started
salve,
with
okay.
some strange items actually.
He started with a stick because he assumed that it would just be ET pulling and Shadow Demon just sitting there with poison.
Yeah.
And he bought those items before the kill on Miracle happened. I think if he saw the kill on Miracle, he would have bought the he would have bought more regen. Just so he could
how
fight.
effective do you guys think this Axe battle hunger is?
So they actually
Oh.
do get him this time. That looked like it was a surround.
Yep.
Didn't get
Oh,
him.
yeah,
but-
He was at like the 200 HP too,
Yeah.
right? So
But with the Luna, they can kill him from almost full HP if they get us around, because the illusions last a ridiculous amount of time.
Yeah. Because there's not all that much room in the jungle too. With the camps block, with you wanting to perhaps prepare some stacks for.
Uh-oh.
Miracle though. Might get solo. Oh, he's
just
gonna go
dead.
down here. He's just dead.
Yep.
Kill the
That's
supports. That's nice movement.
They're looking really good right now. All the
Yeah.
movements are very smart.
And Fnatic is a team with a propensity to just dominate if they get a good advantage at the laning stage. So it's definitely a scary proposition for OG.
Yeah, Fnatic have the greedier draft and they're getting a good start. And Axe, as we know, is not gonna do too hot, so...
I'm pretty scared for Miracle here, just because like his lane is literally pushing up constantly. So the Tinker just walks up on his hill and doesn't really care.
I was in agreement with you. I felt like they needed something that scaled a little bit better in that last position.
Yeah.
Especially with all the defensively natured and utility natured heroes like the Axe Darkseer as well as the Dazzle. But it looked like they wanted to end early with that final pick.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember who got the first blood?
First blood was
Tinker.
on Miracle.
Miracle.
Yeah, it was a...
Oh, right, it was a-
Oh, so
it was the Tinker killing Miracle.
pre-minute.
yeah. So the Tinker getting that lead in mid lane makes pretty much Tinker Zeus is impossible.
Yeah,
to play.
it gives him like a tango and a stick. Like,
Yeah.
So, and once that happens, you just can't really do any damage.
And I think Miracle's build looked like he was saving for bottle too, so he lost some gold.
Yeah, he had 2 clarities and a branch and a circlet.
Oh, there you get him here.
Yeah, he's just dead.
Nice movement again.
You know, the bright side for OG is no matter how many times you kill the Zeus, he's probably going to be the same hero, so it's not really too worrisome. I think going back and securing the Axe is what they need to do for the next few minutes.
Just depends how early Fnatic want to get going, really.
And they know there's no chance for them to turn it with their early skill in the battle hunger, with Crit just being scouted and present in the jungle. So Fnatic really taking advantage of susceptibility.
That's
from
the
OG.
first use of the item lock that I've seen. That's actually the first time I've ever seen it.
You didn't see Matumba at the major?
No, I didn't.
He had the items for Tranquil Boots built, and he had his Ring of Protection locked, and he unlocked it by accident, and he built Tranquil Boots on Lycan.
The Tranquil Boots Lycan has been around for many, many years. Built by Bassy builders everywhere.
Yeah. We were like, oh, maybe it's legit. He's laning versus Darkseer, and then we ask him, and he's like, absolutely not legit. We're like, yep. All right.
Uh-oh, mid one.
There we go.
Oh, he cancelled the stomp, he's just killed his Tinker.
I think he was going to get called the other way.
Yeah. I don't know, you have to try, I guess, but... I think Tinker's pretty boned either way.
That's really good for Crit.
Yeah, big kill.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So, Miracle is... I'd say he's back, but he's level 4.
With Zeus, it's the same hero.
Yeah.
He'll recover. He'll always get farm. He's gonna do the same skills.
I'm
everything.
a bit more concerned for Moon in this game because he doesn't really have anywhere to go. He keeps just running to that off lane to try to get XP, but he's level 3. He's died only once, but he can't really get anything, and he can't go to the jungle. Axe is there.
Yeah, I think the number of times they've killed bot lane, I think he's died once. Luna has such a big lead that he can solo the Darkseer, so the supports are just running around setting up stuff for other.
Uh-oh.
Speaking of which,
They need to wait for the rocket, but no, he gets the grave buff.
I think he's dead.
No
right?
TP.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a TP, yeah.
Shadow Poison will finish him off, and I mean his counterpart in terms of talking about Moon. Ohio's having a lovely start to this game. He's been basically AFK. I mean, he doesn't have all that much CS, but very happy with his level progression.
His CS is actually quite low.
He's good.
Yeah.
14's okay.
I would have thought
think
it
he
would
could have had a
as
bit.
well.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
He's keeping the
Put him a bit
Dazzle.
more.
He had 3 heroes in his lane.
Dazzle was really committed to kind of
He had a
zoning him
Battle
out.
Hunger axe running at him. It's hard to lane against.
Stick? I mean, he picks up a raindrop on the Darkseer now too, so he really wants to stay in that lane. I mean, he has to, so.
Yeah, like you said, he has nowhere else to
Anyway,
go.
he has nothing to worry about from the Eclipse now, I guess. So.
No matter what hero you are, you just buy Raindrop nowadays.
Yep. Raindrop is God.
So this is the move. This is the dire move that we see so often.
Luna
Can they
is
kill the
squishy.
Luna?
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised they're going for this.
If a big shadow wave comes through, they
To
I
get
think
the
they definitely
surge-
have damage.
Luna's
If they get a call, he's dead.
Looks like
with
Luna
two.
has like 1000 HP or something like that.
Yeah, double.
It's only
axe,
level
so-
2
oh,
Iron Shell,
okay.
actually. It might not be enough.
Definitely not under tower, but are they predicting this? No, they're repping on mid.
Here we go.
Oh, we got him with the creeps. This is big.
Alright, they definitely had enough damage.
Well, with the creep wave.
With the
that was-
creeps.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Let's avoid TPing bottom. He's just gonna chill, get some levels.
Don't
Might
think
get
I've-
his chrono.
Don't think I've ever seen
Yeah,
Miracle level 5 at almost 7 minutes.
I think
Bit of the
that was
nature
an
of the matchup.
NEL game like the other week where he was Zeus and he just kind of got. He was against Artesian Invoker and he got ganked 7 times. I think he won in the end. Yeah, he's no stranger to playing Zeus from behind.
Yeah.
So he's going to be able to eclipse that level 6 mark. Ohio is very soon on the Faceless Void, and definitely feels like with either of the 2 cores in the Luna or the Tinker, if he contributes to their lane, they have more than enough damage to bring down a target.
It's gonna help him to move around though. It's not really. It's kind of obvious where Void is a lot of the time.
I think he TP'd in, right? And
Yeah, he TP'd in, so they know he's not going to be anywhere but bot for a while,
And then-
assuming they don't smoke.
Yeah, they're making the push play.
So they're rotating the Elder Titan top, and I think this will stop the tower push.
Yeah.
Creeps
Oh,
on.
is he gonna get? Nope, creeps.
No. Oh,
He doesn't die to one
Oh.
Omni.
Like,
yeah,
oh,
he thought about it.
tempted.
Oh,
Radiant's
No tail
Oh, he's gonna.
He
Yeah.
doesn't have enough mana for spin and Omni Slash. So.
Wait, what is the
Oh.
point?
They don't have the Spirit, but they do have nice Stomp to come out as well. He can still Omni.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. Guess he should have probably just TP'd on the spin.
And Zeus got
But
the
they do
kill.
get okay. That's just one, but it's a
no
catch up.
experience for the Juggernaut, and
Oh, Miracle's coming back in a big way.
Yep, this is a big kill when he gets it here. 2 seconds.
When? If? No, no, Miracle's good.
yeah, he had the haste room there. So
That catches him up in a big way. He is now top net worth.
Yep.
level 4
It's
plus,
lovely.
which is
Zeus,
really
doesn't matter how many times you gank him in your lane, he's gonna be the same hero at level 6, level 7. His items will be a little bit slower, but he's still gonna do a ridiculous amount of damage.
I think Miracle's the most flexible Zeus player I've seen. Like a lot of people, they're just happy going mana boots into Veil, and they'll get a blink, and then they'll get something else, and then they'll get up to the bigger items, maybe a Bloodstone. Miracle, no, he just goes like, he might go Ether Lens first, he might go Soul Ring first, Yules, Blink, Boots of Travel, like he might just go for the Veil. He just goes, he's very flexible with it. And I think honestly, Zeus is a pretty good hero in this game, so he can have a lot of impact.
He does that with his Invoker too. Like sometimes it's an Urn, sometimes it's a Yule, sometimes it's a Orchid.
Mushi's under attack.
That
Mushi
ward
is
behind the
attacked.
tower. Yeah, he's pinging it out.
really wise TP cancel from 343 as well. But it's a It's a big kill, but still feels like mid one's a bit uncontested on the Tinker, and he'll have his travels up relatively soon on top of the Soul Ring. So once that happens, OG's push is going to be stymied a little bit. So really wise from them to try and take out some of these lower hanging fruits in the
Fly
tier 1.
is very happy to take this tower because he's sitting on 900 net worth right now. He's got his smoke, he's got his wards, so...
These kills when you kill the carry and then take their safe lane tower is probably the most painful feeling you have as a carry, because after that your farm is very limited, so...
Yeah, everything becomes risky.
So that's a big move for OG to me.
And you're against a Zeus, so innately your vision is going to be poor relative to your opponent. So definitely very wise from OG and needed essentially for the nature of their lineup to be able to take out some of these tier 1s early on.
Yeah, it's like I said, like that natural dire move that people keep seeing people do. It's like 6 to 10 minute mark. You go for that kill on the carry, take the tower, get the ward in the enemy jungle.
Oh, Fly. I think he may be dead if they time the rocket.
Nope.
No. And he's off.
Should be alright.
DJ thought he was dead, so he didn't throw the ulti.
Yeah.
But if he just popped the ulti, I think there's no one healing him.
He looked like he canceled it for a quick second,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Yeah, this isn't gonna work."
There's a
At the end of the day, it's just a 1k net worth dazzle kill. So.
11 minutes. That's about... That's a average to decent timing, I'd say.
So the
it's
thing
okay.
about this is, you know, you're talking about the predictability of the Void. Now they can just have mid 1 TP on top of him.
TP to the spirit.
Fly? It looks like they're kind of second guessing themselves about that the whole time.
I don't think they had enough damage either way.
They needed to be right clicking him to kill him there, I think, but yeah, it's too much of a commitment.
It's not all that much expend.
Yeah, Moon's kind of catching back up now. He's been given the small camp and he's access to the dire jungle, so he'll probably have mech in a while. If they get another tower, you'll see it maybe in a few minutes.
How's Crit doing? Crit looks like he's about 600 from Blink Dagger. He's farming
Oh.
ancient.
Yeah,
Oh, he has it almost.
Yeah, they did give him a nice little.
That's a big pickup. If they can get another kill or two on Mushi, he's going to be almost completely hampered coming out of the early game. He's already considerably behind the Juggernaut right now.
He's extremely poor.
Yeah.
Those 2 kills on him was a big deal. Even Axe is almost at his net worth. Luna needs some time to catch up. Lunar Illusions, they hurt, but if you do like the SD Luna, it kind of relies on your Luna actually having like real items. So.
Yeah, you gotta have some stats.
This is the hardest part of the game for Fnatic. They need to find some kind of opening, some kind of pickoff that lets them get into the tier 1 towers. Because once they get past the tier 1 towers, it means that there's lanes for Tinker to push out, it means there's room for Luna to farm, but until they do that, it's really awkward, because now they're playing against the Axe Blink, they've got Zeus for every single kill with his ult. So it's really scary for Fnatic to try and do anything.
Yeah, and they're postured defensively in the lanes, right? They're not trying to give openings for this Chronosphere for Ohio, who's been pretty static for the last couple of minutes with his second Chronosphere.
Yeah, they're kind of stuck on their side of the map, but so you're saying they're trying to make that move, and this is it. Get the ward behind the tower, go for that dire safe lane.
So Aether lands up for Miracle, and No-Tail with quite a bit of farm in this early game to smoke up as 4, looking towards the top lane. So
I think they want to wrap on mid tower and try and get killed middle and maybe take that tower. Looks like they're all running top actually.
yeah, so reacting, I suppose, to Fogged mentioning that move.
Yeah, sometimes you see Shadow Demons kind of farming out, pushing lanes, but 343's got 9 CS, 3 of which are hero kills. So he's just willing to run around.
Alright, these guys look at one
Very
kill
far
here.
up.
Yeah.
Does ET die? Yeah, ET looks dead too. No? No bolt.
No, he's good. I don't think Void can justify that position, but
I don't like that. Why are the 2 of them there? Like, what are they actually trying to?
like, there's no way they get the tower. Then they know they're gonna back if any single one person TPs, and I think if you're in that position, you can't really justify sitting there.
Mushi wasting time
It's hard.
as well.
Sometimes you're a void and you think, oh, I can't die. That was also the first Blink Dagger revealed by Crit.
It was.
So,
It's understandable to a point.
We're saying that from like our hindsight, but
Oh, they have an Eclipse here.
OG's really...
Oh, Moon. Moon is unhappy about that.
That was very unlucky.
No-Tail's close to out of mana.
2-man
Nice
call.
two-man call.
Or was it even 3-man? It's close.
I don't think he got the Tinker.
Yeah.
But
No tail.
either way,
Where's
the
the bash?
Chronosphere is essentially nullified.
10%. Not enough.
Crit should be able to blink.
Miracle's gonna go in here, but
Oh, he missed
if he
his
gets
time
back,
late on
he
him.
dies, but now Tinker has to
Yeah, you can't get
take
back.
it a bit longer.
He can rearm the Soul Ring, so that'll be alright.
Eat that. Eat those raindrops. Look at that. Every time you arc lightning.
Radiant's bottom
Painful.
tower is
I think
under
Shadow
attack.
Demon and Zeus are the two best raindrop proctors in the game.
Yeah.
Shadow Demon poisons us like exactly 50 damage.
Venogale.
Venogale?
Max
Venogale
Venogale
destroys
eats
it.
the whole raindrop. It's actually hilarious to see. Just gets rid of the whole thing. Shadow Demon gets rid of 2 for each Shadow Poison.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That feeling when your raindrop just goes away in 10 seconds is
I
kind
think
of painful.
Disruptor gets rid of. I think he can get rid of 2, but usually just 1.
Alright, so Fnatic are just farming up all their heroes. Void doesn't. Void's going for a Vlad, I think.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, so when they get that, and when Luna maybe gets Yasha or something similar, and they feel confident, they'll try and group up and use the Shadow Demon illusions, but until then, it's kind of just going slow.
Yeah, but I totally agree with what you were saying though. Like they really need to find a way to get one of those tier 1 towers because they're really locked in the awkward position where they can't farm the way they want to.
The heroes that they have just don't take towers. Luna's the only hero that they have that can siege towers properly, and he is not farmed as relative to where he wants to be before he starts pushing. So
Yeah.
it's kind of difficult for them, and I think they're overplaying their heroes a little bit, trying to take towers earlier with the Void ET by themselves.
Alright, nice smoke break from 343. So that's really, really, really good. And they have no idea he's there.
That's a really good. He just gets lightning bolted.
Yeah, that would have been like 11k on off there.
Good looking to fight. Miracle has an arcane rune. They've got this quad core. Crit has more than perhaps they even expected him to have out of the gate, and Ohio hasn't seemed all that impactful.
No,
So,
OG again, they just have one hero hitting the tower, everyone else is just like
yeah, it's typical.
squad
OG.
positions,
Radiant's
and then just get the tier 1.
Arcane Rune Zeus is not something you really want to fight into. They do catch the initiator though.
Oh, that's a really good control.
Yeah, 3-man Chrono Eclipse on top. Thundergods are doing some work, but they have just no follow-up to it at all. Splitter comes through, 343 gets healed up. Mushi will drop to the Iron Shell in the Blade Fury, but
So that was about as even a fight as we could have expected.
That's still better for OG.
Still better
Yeah.
for OG, yeah.
It's on-
Because
they have
their Jugga and
the-
Zeus are the one that survived.
It's
Yeah,
on their side of the map as well, or you know, it's on Fnatic's side of the map. So OG is able to actually gain an objective, kind of, while Fnatic
Uh-oh.
can't do anything. Uh-oh, 343,
And Miracle makes it even better.
Dire's bottom tower
and he's not
is under
afraid.
attack.
and the 2 heroes that they lost already had the mech and the blink perspective. Okay,
Is he overplaying this? No,
Waiting
he's
for
not.
the
He's
stomp.
playing it perfectly. No, maybe.
Is he? Oh!
No, if he had a bottle charge.
Oh, no,
that would've
no,
been perfect.
oh, he missed the time dilation.
Radiant's top tower
Ticker gets a really big streak. That's like 900 gold for him. It's Blink
Yeah,
Dagger.
he gets Blink Dagger, but
See that?
again, they haven't got a tier 1. Like, he doesn't really have anywhere to use it.
That decision making though to save the lightning bolt like that was so smart. He just like constantly arc lightning, waiting for the stomp to go off, and then he just used the lightning bolt to
I
cancel.
feel like
it.
he outplayed himself a little bit.
Yeah.
He really wanted to do that, cancel the stomp, and then he got him killed just a little. He was just a little bit away from Dazzle, and that who could have graved him, but I'm sure he had that in mind and just really
Yeah.
wanted to do it.
I'm sure everybody's been in that position where they're like they really are focusing on one thing too much, and they're like, oh, I did it, but is it really worth it? Like, it looked cool.
Alright, so is that Battle Fury flying out to No Tower?
It should
be,
be,
yep.
yeah.
Full Battle Fury.
Good timing, 17 minutes. Pretty
Mhm.
decent. 3 towers taken.
I mean, still, as this Eclipse begins to fall off, I mean, Mushi is going to become... it just feels like he's so underfarmed at this point, sitting on Plate of Alacrity and Dragonlance.
Yeah, you kind of see what the tier 1 tower did for him. He basically never really got to be able to farm bottom, farm his jungle. He was really scared for most of the game after that tower went down.
So Veil's up on Zeus now. He's probably going to be aiming for either Boots of Travel or Blink. Just try and secure his map control even more. Void's finished his Blads, I think. Yeah. He's taking a bit of damage from crit, but it's not too much. Nocel's just going to be taking some stacks, probably looking towards Manta or something similar.
The beauty of having all your tier 1s, you kind of just, you know, you don't really have the
You just
pressure
go-
on you at all.
You just go and collect your farm every now and again.
It's a perfect
That's
way to
what
put
Max's
it. I
doing.
was just going to say how much breathing room OG
Yeah.
have gained them out of this early game. It definitely felt like on paper that they would have to, you know, they had the onus on themselves to gain a semblance of map control and almost end early, but at this point they're really comfortable, especially having the, you know, effective quad core with the axe being greedy. So,
Luna's about to get Yasha and they have Void Vlad, so they'll try... Fnatic will try and smoke maybe in the next minute or two.
bit of a power peak for them. They get the level 2 chrono as well.
So I think the next point where Fnatic are going to be really looking to fight is when Tinker gets his Aether Lens, maybe Aghanim Scepter. So they're letting mid one take most of the lane farm, and Luna's kind of been given up on and just having him take up the scraps. So we'll look for mid one to kind of carry this game and play a little bit more aggressively and maybe create something.
Alright, so Void will probably get some damage on the tier 1 here, like Flies realizes like, oh god, we left the tower, we're gonna actually lose a tier 1 this game. Zeus is gonna go say, no, you can't stay here.
Much needed damage on that tower though.
That's 200
Everything
damage.
counts. Another smoke.
Smoke from OG.
I feel like OG is really burning through their smokes this game.
Yeah. I think Luna's gonna get strong soon and they'll be kind of left with no counterplay.
I mean, they have a blade mail though, so if they catch the Luna...
Uh-oh.
Two-man call. Get the blade mail up. They've got the Zeus ult. Stomp doesn't catch. Crit's definitely gonna die here, but
Worth so far.
super worth it.
Yeah, that's a huge cooldown as well. The Eclipse. They'll have
Even if
that
Fly
drone
dies,
need
it's
it.
fine.
I believe OG take those,
Yeah.
as
Yeah,
they say.
I think they're going to keep fighting here.
Time dilation kicking in a hard way.
That max time dilation.
So they omnied the Shadow Demon on the back end. And got that as well, but definitely worth it for OG.
Yeah, every time the eclipse is blown and it's even for OG, it's super beneficial because all these fights are being taken on their own accord. They force that fight to happen on the side of Fnatic's side of the map, so Fnatic can't gain anything. Even if they did win that fight a little bit more handily, there's no way for them to really get an objective.
Salt in the wound as well, denying that economical influx from the Luna.
Miracle knows this is gonna happen. Is he gonna try and follow him? No.
There's an Invis rune.
Yeah.
I think he thought he went for like the more efficient
the blink up
neutral.
and then farm the jungle, yeah. But mid one's playing very safe. That was a good play.
That was a miracle. What would Miracle do?
Well, yeah.
He's kind of predicting what he would do in that spot.
It's always the best way to really play, right? It's like, what would I do? What would annoy me the most, right?
Had he had the Thunder God's Wrath there, I think it's just a kill on Miracle.
Yeah.
But mid one knows they used it in the fight.
So what's the build for mid one here? Is it the Ags? I don't feel like it's that.
Pretty sure the Ag's Aether Lens is the strongest build on Tinker right now.
It's definitely kind of the blind go-to for most of the pros, but I don't know that they're all that scared of right-click.
The team fighting potential it gives you is just so insane that you can just buy another item afterwards and you'll win probably 1 or 2 fights just based off that those 2 items.
And like we mentioned, you know, with like ET Spirit in proper position, you get like multiple several hero laser and rockets.
Oh, crit might. Maybe? No.
He's not the squishiest hero right now, but they do have Soul Catcher with ET ult.
Oh, they find Fly though.
Yeah, there's the kill. Save the stun. Yeah, they've got the disruption.
What?
Oh, you got the fast.
Oh, Jesus.
That was
Right?
Scary,
Yeah,
right?
me and you both like, whoa.
I think he would die either way to the poison fountain, but
He would have to time it pretty well because his heals more like 100 HP a second.
that was surprising.
Dire structures are
They're getting a tier 1.
Yeah, that's. I mean, not nearly as significant as it would have been being able to take the jungle over 10 minutes ago, but OG are definitely happy with getting the Roshan trade.
They give the last hit to DJ, so DJ finishes up a Yules as well. And then
Interesting. Crit takes Aegis over any other core heroes.
Well, he's the one that's going to get eclipsed every time, and they just want to have another call after he dies.
Yeah, their positioning has been really good as a 5-man thus far. OG.
Oh, Miracle. There was a Shadow Demon there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
There's no
instant
longer
cloak
Shadow
purchase right after he dies. He may have even bought it like right before
PM
that.
cloak.
It's just like, oh god.
He probably had
tilting
Glimmer Cape
cloak
queued up.
Yeah, he's probably
Like
like
spamming
Oh,
it.
and they find the ward as well, so that whole smoke was basically to get the ward and then take the tier 1, but they got the tier 1, but they gave away Roche, and they've lost the ward, so it's not really looking that good for Fnatic's map control, to be honest. They've still got control over their own ancients, which is a good thing, so Luna's still gonna get a bit.
I mean, there's more space for the Tinker, at least, in the top half of the map.
Oh, Miracle's going hunting again.
This Luna's recovered pretty well.
he's gonna go the Yules and the Blink instead of Blunts too.
He loves doing this.
After that double kill in at the shop, this Luna has sizable amount of net worth. So soon he's gonna be a real threat. He has Manta style. He's just gonna be farming a lot. And now OG will have this weird point where they can't really push anything just because of Tinker, and the way the Fnatic heroes are so defensive.
Yeah.
So I think Fnatic are just looking to stall this game out, at least until the Aghanims and probably Luna's next item.
Till their next power peak for sure. Hopefully that comes within the Aegis for their sake.
There's one good fight for Fnatic, and they're massively favored in this game. I think if OG had any other carry than Jug, I'd say that they were in a really bad position. But Jug is one of the few heroes that can actually get away after pushing a tower against ET and SD. But they do have the Purge, so...
They also have the Chrono,
yeah.
which makes it very difficult to...
So you have to basically know where the Void is at all times in this kind of game. Uh-oh.
Got him. That's nice.
So this is what they're going to be looking for. That was on the ET, but they're looking to use that combo to kill the Tinker also, where the Jug gets a Blink Dagger and has Omni Slash.
Yeah, they don't have Thunder as Wrath, so Ohio should be fine.
I think Crit's just a little ambitious right now.
He has an Aegis.
Teasing him.
Yeah.
Did the ET buy Yules before he died?
He did have it, yeah.
He had
Yeah,
that.
okay.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Void's gonna be building into the Aghanims, so not really a damage Void. They're pretty much going.
He's the
All in on
Juggernaut
Luna,
killer.
and
He's
he
just the
won't tinker.
Juggernaut solution, honestly.
He went the Blink Dagger also. There's so many different Void builds nowadays. People just buy kind of like the weirdest items on this hero. It's kind of...
It's usually some combination of like Treads, Vlads, Diffusal, Manta, Blink, Shadowblade.
Alright, here they go. Going
Axe is
Ohio.
actually... Oh! That
First
was
hit bash.
Crit has the Aegis.
They still have
too worried.
Miracle nearby. Ohio needs to be careful, but he does hit the two-man
does get
chrono. The
Miracle,
time
but-
dilation is there as well. Splitter's gonna come through. They're gonna get at least the Aegis. Miracle will be okay. He blinks out of the
They're not going to get
Splitter.
anyone else. So.
Yeah.
I think
They
now
got the Aegis and got out, but they used Chrono and ETO, and as a result, they're probably going to forfeit that tower.
they're gonna lose both their tier 2s, I think mid and top,
Yeah, and Mushi's
because
just not in position to trade.
they're not gonna be able to defend against...
Mushi's going to kill the next wave though, and they won't be able to stop him. I'm pretty sure. That's Mushi.
Blade
Oh,
mail.
Blade mail.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Did a lot of damage.
So Mushi gets a
Zeus
kill,
took this
but
up.
doesn't get the tier 1.
Does he die to that? He might.
No. Not quite.
This is looking better and better for Fnatic now. These just small engagements
Yeah.
where they're trading either evenly or beneficial.
It almost felt like a bit of a miscommunication between this OG support duo there. They had the Grave nearby for the Axe. If you just sat there and soaked the full Eclipse with the Blade Mail, I think they kill Mushi. But
Oh, nice Yules on the Juggernaut there.
Well, SD's dead
That was
again.
an underwhelming Omni Slash though.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
Nozel
Mil's
was looking
taking
for
heavy
more.
damage.
Looked like more was gonna happen there.
Yeah.
oh, Miracle found
Okay,
He got the
We can
Tinker,
get
which
Tinker.
is even
There we
bigger.
go.
Miracle's getting out of control. At this point, once he gets like Boost of Travel and then onto the Octarine core, playing as SD or ET in this game, you have to basically, you have one go. And then after that one go, you've taken so much damage that you can't go back in.
Yep. This is where it's like, all right, guys, get your tranquil boots, your
cloaks.
cloaks, get it all ready.
I don't know. I don't know if Miracle goes for Dagon 5, but some Zeus's.
No,
that,
it doesn't usually. He usually, from this point, he'll get Boost of Travel, and then he'll just get Octarine, and then he'll probably get an E-Blade or a Hex or something like that.
Yeah.
Or just refresh it straight after Octarine. That's usually his build in every pub.
yeah, Octarine is so good here.
I really think the Yules is good on Zeus. Mostly, it's not even for the mana regen, not for the movement speed. It's just so you have a TP cancel, so you can use your bolt immediately.
It's got like a lot of different good uses, right? Yeah. You can like blink out after your Yules, you get your double lightning bolt. A lot of people like to do that with the Yules.
Yeah, I like the double lightning bolt the most.
Yeah.
Crit is just fighting illusions all day.
Ping, ping, ping. Mushi's caught up to the Juggernaut. This Luna
Yeah.
hero farms very quickly.
Yeah,
when he
despite
has-
there being a Battle Fury on the other side.
Yeah, he farms so quick. I think he was not 7 and 4 earlier, so.
Well, Mushi's just either he goes some stat items, so they go with SD, or he just gets a BKB. BKB probably. I don't know if BKB helps too much against.
Oh my god! Mid one.
He's dead.
He's actually dead.
Yeah,
Yep.
He
Yeah.
dodged. He
On the
dodged
prowl.
Zeus ults. He dodged one lightning bolt. He dodged axe call, but he died to the second lightning bolt. So that's kind of unfortunate.
Yeah,
But
it's
that's gonna happen to him for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
It's not a fun game to be playing Tinker. Eventually, like, farming creep waves is becoming less and less effective compared to just hunting the Tinker. You'll be seeing Axe and Zeus doing this almost all game now.
Luna's by Satanic now.
Yeah.
So he's looking to kind of keep his health sustained so they can siege better.
I don't like the Satanic.
I'm
I
not
really don't.
sold on it either. I think there's a lot, there's a lot of sustained damage from the Zeus, but I think there's a lot of potential with just a Juggernaut and a Call to burst her down before she's able to get it up. Chronosphere is going to catch Miracle here. This is going to be an easy kill and a big one at that.
I think they needed
Top
that
tier.
at Blaze.
I think they needed it.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah.
What would you have like prefer over the Satanic? Just a butterfly?
Satanic is right this game just because
I just have a aversion to Satanic because I just don't think it's a very good item in general. But
he's gonna farm fast no matter what item he buys. So
Yeah. I was wondering.
yeah, honestly, I can't actually think of anything that's much better. Like Skadi has it's not that good versus Zeus. You probably need some sustain so you can push after getting bolted.
Yeah.
BKB is obviously gonna be limited in value.
if you
Yeah,
look at
Satanic's not.
if you look at OG's lineup, they besides Juggernaut, right clicks, which isn't that much. I don't think they have that much damage if they get on the Zeus. Darkseer, Dazzle, Axe, they're really more set up more than anything. So
Gotta say that Juggernaut
still
Ward is the most
susceptible to
distracting
blade,
thing in this game. It always throws me off when I'm in a game and I just hear that little meow.
We're back to that, huh?
Yeah,
now Grant's got you triggered.
Yeah, I really like. I'm with Grant now. Just hearing it in these games.
it's a late Roshan respawn.
Mhm.
One of the latest. It's probably good for Fnatic.
Yeah, agreed.
Aghanim's finished up on Tinker. Everyone's getting their last few luxury items, bots on Zeus.
Yeah, Miracle doesn't really have a mechanism of farming. He's not given lanes. He's not able to farm the jungle, so he's just he's the contingency to any gang. And there we go.
He's dead.
343 knows what's up though.
Oh, he missed the Killing Blade.
He's still getting, he's got his Tranquil Boots and he's on his way to his Hood, so he knows even better. He's getting a full pipe.
Mhm.
That Hood item's actually so good now.
So good. Just a casual Hood.
Yeah. I think who was FY was the one buying it on Wisp every game.
There was someone who actually I think did it before him. I want to say it was like Kaka or something.
Oh,
Or one of those.
Kaka, it was Kaka.
Yeah. It was like every single game we were seeing that Hood medallion or something. It was really clever.
So how have the Aghanims completed up?
The Tinker had, and I think Ohio does as well. So it's 60-second chrono cooldowns.
They killed Juggernaut.
Yeah, life as Jug is getting more and more difficult. He needs to spin almost instantly if he doesn't want to die in chrono. But even if he does, it's not too good. He can't retreat from fights. He can't really initiate. Like even if he kills someone with Omnislash, he's just gonna get chronoed immediately afterwards.
Going back to the Satanic thing, you know, I actually kind of like it because thinking about, like we were talking about how there's not really physical damage on OG like you're mentioning, if Fnatic just prolongs these fights and Tinker and Luna live, like that's their damage, so that's pretty much the big winner for them there.
Yeah. Utilize the Zeus ult, utilize Blade Mail, that's a lot of your damage off the table.
And
Omnislash.
He's waiting for a butterfly now, right? So he has his Eagle Song. So
Yeah, like you guys were saying, just building stats into the Zeus not all that attractive. So
Yep. Like over time, they're just getting more and more towers because they just have more ways to push lanes. Like it's much less risky for Luna and a Void to sit in the lane than it is for.
60 seconds later.
this Aghanim's on Ohio is actually very smart.
Yeah.
Their only real setup is the Void, so he's kind of going the full utility role and making sure that he's always available for getting kills.
And they have so much damage, even from their
Yeah,
to dump it
exactly.
to the Chronosphere.
They do not need any more
On,
damage.
on top of natural order with their heroes and everything, like it's more than enough. He's like you're saying, the utility Void.
Uh-oh, 343.
Goodbye, poor Shadow Demon.
Well, they have a disruption
Yeah,
into.
he does not have
A
anything.
disruption into kaboom! Get out of
Disruption
here.
into death.
This is the
Yeah,
miracle
no,
everyone
he
loves.
actually used stomped on the creeps there.
1v2.
Yep.
9k matchmaking points, boys.
He just
Just
knows.
Zeus is
He
the
just
support
knows
killer.
when he can get those kills.
Zeus really is a support killer. It's like not really Slark, but in a just a different kind of way where you just die instantly.
You die over and over again until the end of the game.
Yeah.
Dying
then
mid
you-
animation feels bad for sure.
Zeus is basically just like a gear check for any hero in the game. You need to have a certain amount of HP and resistance, otherwise you just get completely owned.
I like that. Gear check. MMO.
I played WoW for maybe a bit too long.
Sure you're not alone.
So I think most Tinkers go Bloodstone after Agnim's Aether Lens for the extra HP. I don't know exactly what mid one's gonna do, but I think that should be his plan. Just because
I wouldn't be like, but Bloodstone is okay. It's a bit lackluster this late on.
Oh, he's got a chrono on 3.
Oh,
gonna
get
it's
the roach,
too late,
Where's his buddies?
and he's gonna get caught.
He's dead.
Oh,
Time dilation.
yeah, did the time dilation stop Zeus bolting him?
Still dead.
Yeah, it did. Alright.
That was...
He was just so far out of position that I figured there's no way.
Did they have any vision in the pit? Could he have a way
that
of knowing?
recipe he's got.
No, he just like...
Well, he was close, but I think
Maybe
anything
dead.
other than the perfect chrono there will just get you killed.
At Bloodstone.
Yeah.
That was...
Yeah, the boy I think he just wait for something. Maybe he gets the lucky chrono into the Aegis steal, but
Yeah, I mean, if they get that steal, then they just win the game, I think. So
I guess it's worth trying to go for it
Yeah.
then, right?
60
I guess you
second
could say.
cooldown.
so yeah, so I think at this point the Void is not that important of a hero. He already has his 2 key items. Maybe he can buy BKB or something, but he's not gonna change that much. So he's kind of wait for something.
I'm waiting to see what Fly's gonna buy. I think it's probably. I want to say Fly.
Can you afford something, Fly?
He's got 2k gold.
Oh, 2K. Okay.
Yeah,
What's the
because he's
saving
been
point?
just kind of sitting in lanes, just healing them out. You know.
Blink dagger. Maybe?
Blink dagger, yeah, I was thinking the same exact thing. Because he's saving gold, so that's usually like the key.
All right, crit gets caught out. Immediate Bloodstone charge for Tinker.
That never happens. Always
Never
feels
happens when I
like it's
do
the
it. I just
opposite.
blink in and then there's a Zeus and an axe and I just kind of die instantly.
Jug is
Fresh
slotted,
Bloodstone.
I think. Abyssal Blade purchased.
Yeah.
He's not gonna get that much stronger. So Luna still has 2 more big item slots. One more, yeah. Dragonlance and the TP slots.
I think it's about to begin. SD's behind him.
Yep,
Yep.
they're doing
There
it.
you
got
go.
the
It's a siege.
butterfly and
Yeah.
They've waited.
version,
They've waited 36 minutes to do this.
It's gonna hurt.
And Zeus can't even get in range. Like he wants to Arc Lightning and bolt them down, but the ET Spirit combined with the Glaives, they just
Yeah.
zone him out completely.
And it forces you to fight into them when they have a void with blink as well as the Ag Scepter. So
You know what? If they just stomp the Zeus, they get so much tower damage in that time of the stomp that it's completely worth it every time. All they need to do is just stomp the Zeus, and then the illusions will just. Like, it means Zeus is almost completely irrelevant when it comes to defending these bushes.
Here we go.
This might be better than
Here
the
we go
Terror
again.
Blade one.
this has to be so devastating to know that you're in a good position in the game and just be beaten by this constant push into
Oh.
the
I think
illusion.
Fnatic are probably ahead of
Fnatic-
No, they are.
Fnatic
I
have
just
been
mean
ahead
like
for the last
they're
10
not
minutes,
getting
I think.
stomped. Is all
Yeah,
I'm saying.
yeah.
Like, they have
They've recovered.
Yeah.
I'd say from like as soon as the Fnatic started gaining ground in Golden XP that they were ahead in this game.
Yeah, we definitely favored their draft.
Oh,
No kill. I mean, he may get an Omniopter in the grave, but
this could be.
he gets an Omniopter.
Oh, it's on the creeps, though.
Creeps.
And now Chrono is huge.
Yeah, that chrono was really
If Miracle
big.
dies here, this is really, really bad.
Should go down
have
here.
the
Mid
time
one's
on.
pretty low on mana.
He's got a blink dagger.
Good rules.
I think. Yep.
Nice use.
That
died
was
for us,
that
though.
was game saving.
That was the sacrificial lamb.
I don't think Fnatic have to back off though, so
Yeah, they can just
they're
keep
gonna
going.
take high ground here.
Mushi
because
might just walk up to the next wave and just
Oh,
kind of get
Miracle.
Miracle's no bad back either.
Um.
Oh, he almost gets.
Oh, he tries to kill Mushi there.
Oh, Satanic.
I think if he killed Mushi there, dying would be absolutely worth it.
They're gonna lose their entire
But now
base.
their base is
Oh.
gonna be forfeit. Because SD's like he's sitting on like no mana, no
He's like,
HP,
bottle
but
me.
he knows he just
He's
needs
like,
to-
Tinker,
I
bottle me,
need to
dude.
kill-
Yeah.
He is. Yeah, he's bottling him up. He knows.
All they need is just this disruption.
Get in there.
There's at least one lane with
This is
Miracle no buyback.
maybe.
Yeah, as soon as the tower dies, this becomes undefendable.
This might
I wanna
even be
say
two
the two
lanes.
lanes.
Yeah.
This is 2 lanes.
Middle barracks are under attack.
And
This
tier
might be
4s
thrown.
apparently.
And tier 4. This might be it.
Alright.
These glaives are. Alright.
It just felt like they sufficiently shut down Mushi, but us,
Yeah,
No, they're just gonna play safe and they're gonna back home.
quickly.
They know, like we mentioned it in the draft. Like they have the late game. All they need is just play patient. And that's good that they're doing that. They're taking a page out of OG's book.
Yeah.
In the awkward period where the Axe had Blink and the Zeus had Veil, they didn't really try and do anything. And honestly, OG didn't really punish it. They couldn't group up, they couldn't really look for the Tinker. Zeus, I think if Zeus caught the Tinker at any one of the points where him and the Tinker were like within 1,000 range, we couldn't see each other. If that happened, they would have had a reason to try and push a tier 2 or something like that, but that never really came to fruition. And I think as a result, OG just kind of stagnated really, really hard. But Miracle is still going to get close to getting his Octarine core. I think he's 1k away, something like that. Oh no, he's actually, those deaths have cost him.
So I think earlier in the game when he got his Blink Dagger, OG really needed to use that axe to kind of get a few big kills to shut down the Tinker and shut down Luna, but all they were doing were killing the supports over and over again. So they were getting a lot of kills, but it was kind of misleading because the important heroes on Fnatic weren't really getting shut down.
Mushi finished up his
BKB as well. Like as you said before, like Luna was kind of picking up the scraps, but those scraps have kind of become 400 CS for the minutes. So.
Yeah,
casual.
It's like she was farming. No, she was actually. I think the main thing was that OG didn't deny Fnatic access to their own ancients, and as a result, Luna got the ancients every minute, got 2 hard camps, and was farming at like 500 GPM the whole time.
They did get that one fight near the secret shop and steal a stack, but yeah, definitely a lot.
I don't even think he farmed ancients that much. Just the glaives, right? The glaives bouncing on the creeps. Like as soon as he gets Manta style, he kind of just split the map and did really well. Yeah, he probably sat around the ancients, but
yeah, he was just farming in that entire area, and I think taking control of that area was like the main thing that OG had to do. But because like if you control that, you basically control who can farm a Fnatic.
They controlled basically everything except for that one ancient point, that one little location, and they tried like when they were fighting.
Yeah, every single thing that OG did, like Axe was always in the secret cell.
So there's a big fight going on.
Mushi's in trouble.
This looks kind of bad for
mechanic, I think.
Yeah, he's used it.
KB also.
He can't hit anyone. He's kind of high and dry here. Yeah, he's just gonna fall to no tail. Oh, the Chrono saves him.
Defense, saving Chronos here.
Purely defensive.
Miracle game.
Still though, the fight's
Oh, healing ward in the trees?
Well,
this was a pretty good fight for OG.
I think like they had to win this fight just to stay in the game. Like they need to kill the Luna, otherwise like if they take a fight and maybe 2 of them die and they kill 3 heroes, but it's not the Luna and the SD, like they could still lose the tower.
They got him. They got the Luna.
And that was just because Mushi made like some small mistakes.
I gotta say,
he BKB'd in Satanic at the same time, and then basically everyone just ran away from him.
He Satanic and was hitting himself on Blade Mail for like the first hit, so didn't really do anything.
So Hayo dead.
Yeah, looks dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
It's a gem.
Too. They might get more.
They're trying to chase. They should. No, he doesn't have yours, so yeah.
Okay.
yeah, earlier in the series against DC, Mushi's positioning in all the fights was immaculate, and I felt like there he was just trying to flank the backlines with the new BKB and the Eclipse, but there were 3 heroes under smoke.
Credit
caught him out.
He just didn't know where everyone was at that point, and he kind of just made a decision on kind of making sure that he ran towards the back, but
that fight was really awkward for Miracle though. If you saw, Luna was sitting BKB in the Chrono, and there was like a queue of heroes in the trees just trying to get to the Luna. And then he just waited it out and then bolted, and then Luna kind of fell over. But just, they were both taking damage from the Tinker during that time. It was kind of nervous for him.
MKB is really nice to deal with the illusions, but again, I mean, you have a Void.
At this point, I feel that if they don't kill the Luna during the Omni Slash, they're kind of in trouble. Because he's sitting on BKB now, so they don't have the Zeus for that.
they can kill the Luna with the axe called Blade.
Yeah, and Zeus damage, yeah. Speaking of
we're
which,
about to find out.
they have SD there, they can't do it.
Gotta be in there. Stomp does not connect.
Oh, no tail, you gotta run, dude. You're purged.
He has the thistle.
He's trying to Omni?
Gets it off at least.
Is it illusion soaking
He has
it
Blink
up,
after, maybe? Yeah,
Yeah, he does. Nice. Oh, Tinker might clean him up though.
Oh, the Chrono, he runs into it.
he might live.
Yeah, the
He's
Grave
gonna
is good. I think he's still dead though.
Living for now, but inevitably.
Oh, Crit just...
Yeah, he whiffed the call as well.
No, Crit was
Jug
just
has-
trying to make space so Miracle could get away.
Jug has no buyback, and looks like Fnatic will run to top racks.
Yeah, they just need to run, take the creeps mid, and then they can take the Rex.
Oh, Miracle
They
got
can't
Oh, he's gonna
Blink.
get stopped. Oh, he's gonna get Yules off, maybe Blink? Yep.
nicely played.
Yeah, he took spirit damage. That was
I
nice.
think he might die
There's Tinker
anyways.
though, yeah.
Tinker.
I think he's okay if he cancels Tinker's Blink again.
He's dead.
Oh, laser man.
He did all he could.
Mushi TP'd from the shop to the mid lane.
Yeah.
He canceled the rearm as well, but
Yep, good game.
Yeah, that's it. They had quite a timing window.
Good
And
recognition from Fnatic. As you said, they played patiently. That's really all they needed to do.
bit of a timing window on OG, and just like you guys were commenting as well in the mid game, just missing out on a few kills at that like 1,000 range between the Zeus and the Tinker multiple times. Just kind of it started adding up. The Luna just able to get so much space from them running around trying to kill the Tinker, and yeah, everybody on OG just started kind of like falling behind a bit.
Yeah, and as you guys are mentioning, I mean, perfect itemization from mid one as well, or sorry, from Ohio as well, picking up the Agadodes. It just felt like after that, OG seemed a little timid, and Mushi was able, because of that, to find enough space on his Luna.
So this is the first game OG have lost?
Yeah, this
Yep.
is